Hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're going to be continuing on with our general aviation training. We're going to be doing navigation. We're going to start off with that and get things started. Going from Sedona to Flagstaff, Pullman, Flagstaff. I love it. So we're going to be going to this runway. So let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be a 24-minute flight. So let's go and jump into it. Get things started. To fly, we're going to go ahead and
said, flying is free.
retract some flaps.
Open skies, endless possibilities. But to fully enjoy it, you need to be prepared.
Yes, you do.
We're going to focus this lesson on navigation prep and procedures.
Sounds good.
Fundamentals of getting from point A to point B.
Sounds fun.
Step 1, putting some distance between us and the ground.
Yep, altitude. That is getting some altitude here. So I'm assuming she wants us to start to fly. So I'm going to go ahead and flaps are retracted. Release the parking brake. I'm going to go ahead and pull some throttle. I'm going to put some right rudder on here. Watch our airspeeds here. Right rudder is on. Airspeeds are live. I'm going to wait for it to come up to 55 knots. Is that 55 knots? V1 rotates. We're going to rotate nice and gently. Oh, apply that throttle. I must have retracted that accidentally. Get ourselves up to 75 knots. It's been nice and stable up into our altitude, but go ahead and we can retract our flaps once we get to 1,000 feet.
All right, we're off.
Go level up.
Now keep
Flaps
climbing
retracted.
around the airport till we reach 5,800 feet.
Alright. Go ahead and ascend a little bit higher just to help lower that speed down. Looks like we've got some villages and stuff over there. We've got more mountains and stuff in that general vicinity, so we're going to go ahead and do a turn. Since we're going into against a crosswind, we just want to make some gentle turns, nothing too steep. Go ahead and ascend here just to get us that altitude, that speed back down. Just some nice gentle turns. Very nice. We can level off. 15,400 we've reached, which is good. So now we can just maintain that heading and that altitude there. We can level up on some other throttle here. And start to turn in. We're gonna ascend a little bit here. I'll take out a little bit more throttle. Always use that trim. That trim is always your best friend, so we're gonna use that. I'm gonna go 5,800 feet, actually. That's where we're gonna go to. Add a bit more throttle then. We're going to 5,800 feet, actually. I didn't say that. So we're going to 5,800 feet.
It goes without saying, but good navigation starts with good departure prep.
Indeed.
Let's set up the aircraft for the first leg of your trip.
Alright. Cruise altitude. 5,800 feet. That's good. We'll level off there.
Attitude? Check. Now for your heading. When you need
Alright.
to set and maintain a heading, you'll want to rely on your heading indicator. Compasses are prone to errors,
Yes, they
especially
are.
during turns or while accelerating or decelerating.
Taking some throttle out.
Go ahead and position your plane above the airport.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and position the aircraft above the airport and continue on with our navigation.
One last bit of departure prep. We need to validate the time. That's a fancy way of saying start the clock.
Yep, we're gonna start the clock. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start the clock. Basically, we come up here and we go to the nav, what is it, navlog? We basically then go ahead and click start the clock.
On the nav log, you can see our next waypoint, Munns Park.
Munns
Is it a
Park.
41-degree heading about 5 minutes away? Navigating is basically flying a given heading for a given amount of time. Sometimes you deviate, but if you track the time flown from your last known position, you'll always have
I'm
at
gonna
least
release
a
some
range
throttle
for
here.
your
Let's
current
bring us down
position.
since we're going above our speeds that we should be at. Go ahead and set some trim.
We all know speed can increase or decrease depending on the wind. That's why at your next waypoint you'll want to compare your estimated time en route with the actual time flown. Validate your estimate and your progress.
Alright. The matter of going into the wind, keep adjusting it so that we get down to 75. So just keep pulling out the throttle. Keep making sure that you're maintaining the heading, because obviously as you do that, you add more throttle, pull up, get back up to that altitude. You level off a little bit more. Keep using that throttle trim. Keep trimming your aircraft. Keep pulling out a little bit more throttle until you reach your climb. I'm gonna bypass some of these mountains here. They're gonna be quite dangerous, so we're just gonna bypass them. Keep following our heading. You get a turn. Go ahead and accelerate a bit more here. That's also high altitude. Get ourselves up from this canyon. The Flagstaff is about a heading of 343. A little off. And we'll get there. enjoy the flight. So we're going to the golf club. Park Golf Club. Richmond's Park Golf Club, so that's where we're going. We're going to the golf club. Which is directly below us here. Right there. Where we're heading to.
Good. You made it to Munns Park. According to the nav log, we've got one more stop.
Alright. Flagstaff Pulliam Airport. Just off to our
An
left
easier
here.
way to navigate is to follow identifiable landmarks like highways.
We got the
And
highway.
just so happens we have one below us.
So we could just follow the highway all the way there. Basically what we do now, we're just going to continue and follow the freeway. With some trim. Keep us on a stable heading. Or release some throttle. Just to bring our speeds down. Obviously by doing that you're going to lose altitude, so we're just going to pull up on that trim. It's that fine balance of adjusting and readjusting the controls. It's just going to be out to our right here, so we're basically going to continue to follow the freeway. Very much that speed with cars. Alright. That's about 8 nautical miles out. Restart the nav log stopwatch. I'm going to follow the highway. All the way through to our destination. Pretty straightforward when you're flying VFR. You're looking at landmarks, as you can see. The airport's pretty much right off on 12 o'clock there. So we're basically going to continue to follow the freeway all the way to our destination. We can go ahead and ascend a little bit more. get our speeds up. About 5 nautical miles out, you can see the runway pretty much right off at 12 o'clock. And we're basically pretty much going to follow that highway in to the runway basically. We're just going to follow it all the way. Alright, so we're basically going to continue to follow it while they're currently heading. We can probably add a bit of trim. That's it, so we don't have to continue to hold the yoke. Make a slight correction to the left here. Need to follow the freeway. About 2 nautical miles out from the runway now, so I'm going to go ahead and begin to make our turn. Go on to final. We may land here, I'm not too sure if that's what we're going to go ahead and do though. I'm assuming we are. We don't want to retract the flaps too early. That obviously it adds lift, but also adds drag as well, which just counteracts, so you just want to be careful.
As you close in on Flagstaff Pulliam airspace, next step is setting up to enter the traffic pattern.
Alright, we're going to enter the downwind, so I'm going to be coming in on the other side here, so we're going to go...
to enter the downwind leg and land on runway 21.
21.
Keep your attitude, then follow the standard pattern.
Alright, we're going to follow the pattern in. Just going to add loads of bit of scenery here. We're on the downwind now for runway 20. We're going to be mindful, not, as I said, not to retract the flaps too early. So we're not going to wait. We're going to wait a little bit longer until we do that. And also, when we get to the end of our downwind turns, when we're going to go ahead and start to retract them. So probably about now, we'll start to go to flap 1, and we're getting to do some throttle here. We're going to come in for our base turn.
To a cruise attitude and reduce your power.
Reduce our speed. A bit more throttle. Go flaps 2. A bit more throttle. We're going to basically begin our base turn in a moment. Alright, I'm going to start our base turn now into the runway 20, I believe it is. We'll start our base turn here. Base leg.
Power should be at idle now, so you're losing altitude while maintaining cruise attitude.
Alright. I'm going to be going into our final turn. Going into the final turn now.
Finally, a landing on runway 21, and we'll call this one done.
Landing on runway 21. Go flaps full. Beautiful approach in. Terrific. Alright, a little bit higher, so I'm going to come in and descend a little bit. Oh god, wrong button. Don't use your rudders. I didn't like that. It's alright. Go ahead and descend a little bit more here, just so that we get... go full throttles out. There we go, that's much better slope there. Beautiful. That's much better. A little bit higher, that's better. That's good. That's good, 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 good. A little bit low, so I'm going to go ahead and add a bit of power to the throttle. Throttle to idle. We're basically going to start coming now. Oh, a bit of a rough one. Right. We're going to go ahead and make our next exit. There we go, just like that. Add a bit of throttle. Flat brake.
Alright, successful VFR flight in the books. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Go ahead and vacate. Nope, that doesn't want us to vacate. Checklist, congratulations. Alright, good. We're going to do it solo now. Let's go ahead and do it. Yep, we got this.
You're going solo on a full VFR flight. You'll be departing Flagstaff Pulliam Airport, handling every navigational step on your way to Sedona.
Alright, we're going to Sedona.
From takeoff to touchdown, it's all you.
Alright, let's go ahead and do it.
Even if I'm not with you in the cockpit, I'm always with you in spirit.
Oh, that's sweet. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and right, brother. Get a roll going on. Verify airspeeds are alive. Airspeeds alive. 40 knots. Waiting for 55 knots. 55 knots, V1 rotate. Rotate. Go and get up to 75 knots. Start the clock. I'm gonna go ahead and take our flaps off. Cover the 8,000 feet. Add a bit of rudder trim. We'll make a right turn out here. We're going to basically follow it back to the freeway. Going on the downwind. On the crosswind, sorry. I'm basically going to follow it. We're going to basically follow ourselves back to that freeway. Much at 8,000 feet almost. Position the aircraft above runway center. Go ahead and do. Alright, I'm gonna maintain altitude and heading. There's the freeway. I'm gonna follow that back. We'll start the stopwatch. I'm gonna follow the highway back. Followed all the way back now. Back to Mud Parks Golf Club, which is in visual. You can see it over here. Just out straight away, just over here. Alright, so we're going to continue following the freeway back. There's only minor corrections. You just got to keep monitoring your speed, keep monitoring your throttle, and your heading and altitude. Alright, continue following the freeway now. Just off to the right of it, follow it back. Continue to fly. Beautiful. It is just beautiful out there, though. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. So we're just following it all the way back to Muds. Which is over here. So we're following it all the way back to Muds, which is pretty much over here on the right, on the left, sorry. And then the donuts on the right hand side. Make a small correction to the left here. Straighten her up. Another degree there of trim. We're approaching Muds now. So down this pretty much, yeah, we're going to be far right back over there, and we'll get back to her very soon. Alright, we're approaching Muds Park now. Alright, we're approaching Muds now. We're going to be beginning our base. We're going to begin our turns in a second to Sedona, just off to our right. Follow it all the way down, pretty much through the gap of these mountains. Directly below us. Pretty much directly below us now. We'll restart the stopwatch. And we're going to make our leg down to Sedona Airport, so just up to our right wing. We're going to turn. We're going to add. That's it. And turn around. Readjust our trim. And we're going to fly all the way back. Beautiful. We're basically going to follow this all the way back now. To Sedona. We'll let go some of the trim here. Alright, we're pretty much getting close to Sedona now. We're going to start to readjust our trim. Position our nose so that we start to slowly, gradually come down to a descent. The airport's just off into our front nose here, I believe. I believe it's just going to be just in here. Actually, the airport's pretty much straight in front of us. Yeah, the airport's going to be straight at 11 o'clock, so pretty much directly in front. So we can start to pull back on the throttle. Okay, flaps. One. The airport is pretty much in front, so I'm basically going to go into an idle phase now. Okay, flaps 2. A little bit higher, so we're going to come descend down. Nice and gradually. We're in idle at the moment. We'll get onto the lights so that they go nice and red. 2 red and 2 white is what we want. We're still a little bit higher then. It's a good approach in. Alright, you can see we have 1 dot now. 1 red. Still a little bit higher. Now we're good. Go ahead and play a little bit of throttle. Oh no, 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 no. We're coming into runway 3. We're going to go ahead and just put our throttles to idle now. Not too much though, just enough that we can get the runway safely. We're a little bit too high, coming down a little bit more. That's better. Want to get ourselves positioned more onto the center line here. Much better. A little bit off to the right, but that's fine. We can go and straighten up. And now a little bit low. Go ahead and add a bit more power. It's fine. We go ahead and go to throttle. We'll get over this fence first. Alright, good. We can go ahead and begin going to the idle. That's good. A little bit rough, but that's right. And then we can go ahead and pass and brake. Very good. And we're going to go ahead and take Alpha 5. Very good. We've landed safely. I'm going to go to runway. Runway. I'm going to go to Alpha 5, which is just this taxiway here. And we'll vacate the runway.
Welcome back, and well done. It's clear you're ready to fly anywhere on your own now. So, where to next?
Alright.
Some people say the sky's the limit. I say, it's just the beginning.
And just like that, we are going to wrap it up there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we are going to... Oh, there's actually another one. Oh, that's a restart. Go back to the training menu. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this flight training video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The next one, we're going to be doing the Airbus A320 Neo, doing a takeoff and landing, so stay tuned for that. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.